Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new social study lesson. Please get your book, Our Place in the World, ready, and let's start. We're still in chapter 2, and today's lesson number 4. Where is our community in the world? In this lesson, we will learn about how different community in a different location, and you will be able to show and tell where your community located. So for example, if we look at the picture we have here and we see the children, we can see that the children are looking at a map, and the map also shows the United States and the world. So let's start. My address. It's fun to get a card in the mail. How does the card get to you? The sender needs to know your address. An address tells where people live or work. An address gives an exact location. An address should have a number to tell which house or building. An address also tells what street or road or a house or building is on. It also needs a city or town. It needs a state and a zip code too. So as you see, your friend here in a picture, in the envelope, you can see there is the name, the street number, the buildings, and the city and the state. So OR is a short way to write Oregon. Okay, let's go for next page. Jack is sending cards to his friends. So this is Jack. He wrote each name on the first line of the address. That tells who the card is for. So as we see, we have 3 friends here. They will receive cards from their friends Jack. The next line tells the house or building number. So you see the first line, the name of the receiver or the name of the person that will receive the mail. And then the next line tells the house or the building number. It tells the street each friend lives on. So you have the exact street address where the friend lives. Kyla's address has her apartment number 2. All right. So let's read. Marita Lee, 600 Park Street, Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the zip code 48105. This is our friend. Ben Jackson, 152 Hill Road, Lancaster, PA, stand or short for Pennsylvania, zip code 17602. And then we have Kyla, 4522 Channel Avenue, apartment 4, Topeka, Kansas, 66546. So the parts of an address tell postal workers where to deliver the mail. And that's why it's important to have all this information, the name of the person, building number, street number, and the state and the zip code, and the city also, so that postal or mailman or mail deliver people know where to deliver their package or the mail or the cards. Let's see what we have. Look at the title. What do you think this text will be about? Of course, about location, about places. So we have the address, so you know where you're gonna drop or send things to people in different places. Underline words that explain what an address can tell. So we have a lot here. An address tells where people live or work. An address gives an exact location. So this is what the address help us to find out. Circle words that explain what an address needs to show. An address needs to show a number of a house or a building. Also need to show the street or the road where the house or the building on, and then the city or the town, and of course the state and the zip code. So this is what this part that we need to underline. All right, let's go for that. Page 83. How do pictures help you understand the parts of an address? When I see the label and the arrows, I know what we're talking about. This is the name of the person, this is the zip code, this is the building number or house number. All right, Underline the street name, town, and state for each address. So you underline that part over here in the envelope. Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay, explore main topic and key details. We agree that the main topic is what the text or the passage or the lesson about, and details is the extra information we understand and we gathered from reading this passage. All right, read the title and the text, that's what we just did. And then let's see what we have here. We have the main topic, address. We have two key details. So the main topic is written for you, the address. Key details, my address tells people what city I live in. So we need to add more detail. Let's see. We know also address tells people what state I live in. So we can write this down. Address tells people what state I live in. So when I send my address, they know which city and of course, which state. All right. You can always pause the video, take your time till you put your answer. Let's see what we have next. We're going to read a passage and then then we have the main topic, where is my community, and then we have 4 key details to add in here. So remember, we need to pay attention, what's the topic about, and take notes for the details. Right, let's read together. Where is our community in the world? What are communities like? A community is a place where people live, work, and play. Communities can be small or large. They can also grow and change. A community has roads. It might have different kinds of transportations for people to use. It has stores so people can get what they need. Many communities have parks so children can play. Some communities are near rivers, lakes, or the ocean. Other communities are near fields, mountains, or deserts. Every community is different. So this is a community that near the ocean and mountain, and you can see, right? Let's see how many communities we have. 3 kinds of communities. City, it's big and busy. It may have tall buildings. Many people live and work here. So this is the city. What's the city like? City is a community that has big and busy street, may have tall buildings and lots of people living and working there. All right. Now the next, suburb. It's near a city. It may be a quiet place to live. It has mostly homes. So as you see, not that tall building like we see in the city. And as we see, mainly homes. All right. Third, we have town. Town, it's much smaller than a city. It has homes and business, but size-wise, it's smaller. All right, so we know that there's 3 kinds of communities. We have the city, big and busy, and has tall buildings, and many people live and work there. We have the suburb, it's near the city. It may be quieter than the city, but it also have mostly homes. And town, much smaller than a city, and it has homes and business. All right. Next page. Beyond your community. A community is a part of a state. Our country is made up of 50 states. All of the states make one country. Our country is the United States of America. The smallest state is Rhode Island. The largest state is Alaska. Where do you live? Can you find it on a map? So this is the map of the United States, and these are the states, and we know that the smallest one is Rhode Island, and the largest is Alaska, and this is where I live. This map shows all 50 states. Alaska and Hawaii are not shown in their real location. All right, let's see what we have there. Did you know urban and rural? A city is also called an urban community. Urban communities are filled with people and buildings. Most people in the United States live in urban communities. So that picture on the bottom there, this is the urban or a big city or urban communities where tall buildings, streets, lots of people live there. Rural community is not like a city. The land is used for farm and some homes, like the small picture here. In the United States, fewer people live in rural communities. Because of course, if you work in a big building or a good big company, so you're gonna be in a city or urban. Let's go for the next page. North American neighbors. The United States, Mexico, and Canada are countries. They are all part of one continent called North America. Remember, we covered the 7 continents? A continent is a large body of land. Can you find the United States and its neighbors? I know this is the United States. I see this is Canada. I see this is Mexico. And I see also the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. All right, let's go for next page. Around the world, Mexico City. Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It was built on an island. The island was in a lake. When the city got bigger, the people had to take some water out of the lake to make more room for the city. Then there was more dry land to build on. And as we see here, today there are all kinds of things to do in Mexico City. You can eat, go see a show, or listen to music. You can say hola to greet the people. So what do you think? How is Mexico City different from your community, and how is it the same? So do you live in a big city? Do you have mountains and rivers? Do you live around an island? So that's when you can tell if it's different or the same. All right. Let's see what we have here. One address, many places. One location is part of many places. These places have different names. So your home is in a neighborhood. Your neighborhood is in a city. Your city is or town in a state. So that's your home in a neighborhood, where the neighborhood in a city or town, and then the city or town, you see it in a map here, is in a state. Then you have your state is in a country, and then the country is a part of a continent. So that's how we see places. So your home is in a neighborhood, your neighborhood is part of a city or town, your city or town is in a state. This state is part of a country, and then this country is part of a continent. So as you see, one address, many places. All right. Let's go to our book, page 85, and answer the question. Remember, where is my community? And then we're looking for 4 details that's could we get it from what we read right now. You can say, for example, of course, you can always go back, pause the video, and get your information. But I will put example for the answer here. So all right, so the topic, where is my community? We can say community could include suburb, could be state, very good. Also, we could say it's the United States, so we're talking about our place here. You may say North America. So since you're talking about your community, you could be either, as we learn, either city or suburb or town. Key detail, also you can say the state. You can say that you are in North America, or you can say you are in the United States. Okay. Right, so let's see what we have next. All right. Think about it. Think about what you just read about communities. Where is your community? Draw a picture to show where your community is located. Show a map of your state and where your community is. So you look which state are you in. You can just put part of your the map of your state, and then you can put down that where is your community. Are you near a river? Are you in a suburb? You're in a city? You're in on a mountain, on a lake, on an island? You can just have fun and draw this on your map. All right. Over here, complete the 3 sentences to describe your community. The name of your community is, so what's the name of your community? All right, say your community is living in with which part, like small or large community, for example, or city or suburb or town. A community located, where you're located, you can say the state. And then a community is special because you're on a river, you're on an island, you're on a mountain. So this is what you need to put down. So you can say my community, you can talk about it's small or medium or large, or you could say I'm in a city, suburb, or town. My community is located, and then you can say the location is which state or which country. And then what's so special about your community, or your community is special because, and then you can also say that you're on a mountain, you're on a river, you're on an island, and all that. Okay. So that's today's lesson. We covered the community. We learned about that home is in the neighborhood. Then neighborhood, you have your city or town, and then the town or the city, it's in a state, the state's in a country, and then the country is part of a continent. All right, that's it for today, first grader. Thank you.